Hi, my name is Jessica Dannheisser, and I teach third grade at Pickens Elementary in the school district of Pickens County in South Carolina. I have been using DreamBox now for 2 years, um, and my students use DreamBox every day when they come in the mornings, and that's kind of their morning work. I also use DreamBox to pull small groups. So if a group of students is working on the same thing, I can pull them back and we can walk through a lesson on my computer, and I can hear their thinking, which is huge, so that I can understand why they're making the mistakes that they're making, or can just hear them talking through a problem. Um, I use it to reinforce previously taught skills. Like when we were doing perimeter and area, we'd moved past it. We needed a review, and so then I assigned them a perimeter and area lesson. And then I use it also to just fill those gaps of where we are, and I'll talk about that in just a second. We fill the gaps of what they've missed from first grade or second grade, or even during quarantine. So, what DreamBox has made easier in my class is that my students love getting on DreamBox. They come in the mornings and they're excited. And I think sometimes they don't even realize they're doing math. They're just in there playing games, and they're excited that their coins are going up. I have competition going on in my class of who can complete their 5 lessons during a week. And then the top three get prizes at the end of the week. Um, and I also love the standards reports so that I can see where the students are. I can use that to assign them lessons to help bridge those gaps. I think the standards reports are huge. And then I love the accountability part to it. I love that I can go through and I can see which lessons students have paused, which lessons they've completed with success, which ones they completed but they had no understanding to. And I think that's a big part of what I love about DreamBox. What separates DreamBox from other math programs that I've used is that the kids love to get on it. I've used some programs in the past where the students moan and groan and they don't want to get on the program. My kids don't complain about getting on DreamBox. The other part that I love about DreamBox is the adaptive engine. So as the student is progressing, their lessons get harder, or as they make mistakes, it will pick up those mistakes and give them assignments based on those mistakes. And I think that is a big component of what separates DreamBox from other online tools. So I love that my students love math. They get in, they're excited. I have seen them use some of the strategies that they've learned inside DreamBox in the classroom in our regular lessons. I love that my students are engaged when they're in DreamBox, that they can work independently. If they're using the help tools, the question mark, the hint button, they can do all those things independently. I think DreamBox helps with those kids too, to help think outside the box and do some problem solving, because not all the lessons are extremely easy. So they have to do some problem solving. I know a lot of my kids are working on lessons right now that are the adding and subtracting, and it's teaching them those strategies to be able to do it in their head by breaking apart one of the add-ins and breaking it into chunks so that it's easier for them to solve the problem. And so I've seen them now using those same strategies in class. Challenges that DreamBox has helped me reach. So we all know that with COVID has brought some challenges, and let me start that part over. So we all know that COVID has presented some challenges in the classroom. And so there are some major gaps in math. So I have seen, using DreamBox just this year, major growth in my classroom. In February, my class showed my class showed 15% growth. just in the month of February, and they have shown 97% growth for the entire year. And 90.5% of my students are projected to be on track or potentially on track in third grade by the end of third grade. So I had, out of my whole class, 2 students who are projected not on track right now. And so I think that DreamBox has really helped me use those assignments to help fill the gaps that maybe one, I don't have time to go back and fill in, or helps reinforce some of those gaps that we already have and how students can see it a different way. You know, kids can hear you up there teaching all day long, but maybe seeing it on the computer in a game format or seeing it a different way just makes it a little easier, makes it snap for them. I think the PD for DreamBox has helped me understand the standards reports, and it's helped me understand how to create assignments for my kids. I've used assignments for their map writ range, like long-term assignments, and then I have pulled up their standards reports and looked to see where those gaps are to help give them assignments that will kind of help try to close those gaps, and then pulling the students back in small groups and going through those assignments with them. So this year I have seen major growth with my kids using DreamBox. They love it. I love it as a teacher because I have accountability. I have reports that I can prove that it's working. And overall, it's been a huge success in my classroom.